The banana industry has sustained a significant blow, literally. Heavy rains and winds that hit the southern and coastal areas of the country last night have whipped down 25 to 30% of the crop in southern Stan Creek. The concentration of the damages lies in the Cowpen area. Tony Zabane is the chairman of the Banana Growers Association.
Now that we are going around, I would estimate easily that we have about 30% damage, which money-wise I would say between $15 and $20 million. It's just you can't find words to put in the perspective of what we're really seeing. I mean, I would expect a hurricane for something like this, but without no warning, 2 nights in a row.
Some 19 farmers have been affected. A few small farms have been completely destroyed and others have sustained damages of up to 60%. Eugene Zabane, whose farms make up about 20% of the industry, has lost a significant part of the most productive areas.
At farm 16, we suffered about 30 to 35% loss, and 16 we had about 50% loss, and in Cowpen at farm 4 it was almost a total loss, as you all saw. So again, you had some farmers again who have been totally wiped out.
We have been checking our farms since yesterday, because night before last we had most damages. That's our case. As opposite to these cases we are seeing right now, I had about 30% loss night before last. And last night we had some damage, but not as bad. So you could call it 30 to about $300,000 for me.
Now this crop, when would they have been ready?
Most of right now at this present moment we are at our peak production in this particular farm. So we were doing like 6,000 boxes per week, and that I think that will go down drastically, maybe to 3,000. I'm not sure as yet how much what will be the real production. The area over there, we had invested a lot of money in that area. We rehabilitated that area so we'd get the fruit in for January, the second week of January. That was supposed to come into the high price, and if you could see, most of it has fallen. So that again will have a big impact on our cash flow.
Now, just looking a little bit further into the whole system, are the workers, the people who man the farms, in any way affected in terms of jobs and what's not?
Definitely, I think it will take us like 2 weeks to clear up. We definitely will need all our workers during that time, and then we'll have to reduce workers because the income due to loss of production will be less, and then we'll have problem to cover the payrolls. So definitely we'll have to reduce significantly on the labor force significantly. So they will be impacted definitely.
And this particular farm hires about how many?
Here I use 140 people, and in farm 20 we have another 15 to 20 people.
Secondary damages take the total loss to about 40%. Elroy Foreman, farm manager for farms 14 and 20, says in their individual case, secondary damages take their loss as high as 60%.
For farm 20 and 14, we are estimating with falling plants, it's like 30 to 40%. The overall damage, we are estimating 60% because of the fact that the bunches that are hanging, those were battered by the wind. There were movement of the bunches, and that caused scarring to the bunches. So those bunches, even though they are still hanging, we will have to throw away at least 20–30% more fruit than we usually throw away. The quality specification is very high.
On an annual basis, the association ships approximately 4.5 million boxes of banana to the United Kingdom and Ireland, where they have an exclusive contract with FIFES. The annual crop brings in between 35 to 40 million US dollars into the country. As these farmers now focus on rehabilitation, they won't be seeing any profits, at least for the next 3 months.
For the next 13 weeks, it's going to be very, very difficult because there's going to be almost a zero cash flow, nothing coming in. The shipments will be very, very small, and probably it might come to a halt because it mightn't be feasible for the ships to come in for a very small volume.
How long will it take for you particularly as an individual farmer to get back on your feet?
I will need 6 months to get back again.
I think 6 to 9 months. The minimum time is 6 months, and I think the 9 months is a period where you could start to recover a banana farm. But that depends on the assistance that we would get or the availability of funds, because no grower is in a financial situation to just come out to take money out of the pocket and put back their farm together. That's a reality. So definitely we'll need some financial assistance. If there's no free money, then low interest, very low interest rate loans to get us going.
Okay. Do you have access to that kind of loan?
Right now, no.
Dalila Kyle for Love News.